It's KROQ Weenie Roasty Fiesta 2015. I'm Kat Corbett with Ben and Nick from Death Cab For Cutie. Yay! Everybody! These girls are like terrified. They've been waiting for you to come out here. Seriously.
How's it going?
I love it. You guys just came in from Stu City. How was the traffic? Bad?
It wasn't bad. It was totally doable.
I love that you guys are playing this as a nice precursor to the Hollywood Bowl date that you guys have scheduled.
Yeah. It's like, we're really excited about tonight, and also for that. It's going to be amazing.
July is the date, in case you haven't gotten your tickets yet. And Kintsugi's been out for, what, a month or two?
Yeah, just over a month.
About that.
I was just discussing with my friend Gene over here, because he has the pristine vinyl he brought, which it's beautiful. And we were just saying it's one of our favorite Death Cab records of late. Of like, transatlanticism will always be there. But like this new record is like, it's gotten me after like the first time I sat down with you.
Thank you. I mean, honestly, I think 17 years into doing this band, if we can kind of have that kind of impact on you after all these years, that's a great thing.
I think it's just, you got to sit with a record, and I think people don't have the time to do that, or they just don't take the time, and I did, so.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, seriously. There's a lot of competition for it, so thank you.
I know there is, but it's just like nice to put it on and clean the house. I get a lot done when I put you guys on.
It's like we're good for shopping.
Give the dog a bath.
Yeah, I can washing the dog.
My dishes done.
Yeah, dishes.
All the kintsugi. I'm telling you.
This is spotless.
I love that you guys did for Record Store Day. You released a 7-inch split with Freddie Johnston, and one of my favorite songs. And the reason I know you guys have covered him, and you have a history, but I had forgotten about that pop gem. So thank you.
I mean, Bad Reputation is one of the underrated kind of pop songs the last 20 years, I think. And I don't think it's ever really gotten its due. Not that we were trying to kind of, bring light to it because it shines so well on its own. But, we just loved it and we wanted to.
Well, you did bring light to it in the most awesome way, because I had forgotten about the song. And I was like, this song is timeless. It could be released right now. And
yeah, I agree. Yeah.
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
he's an amazing songwriter. We've actually never met him either, so.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Someone sent me a photo of him on Record Store Day at a record store in his hometown, and he was holding the 7-inch and was aware of it and doing the thumbs up kind of thing. But we still have never really shook his hand and said thank you.
No,
so
it's a great song.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I love that. I love to be, you guys are definitely more well known, and it was like a really nice surprise. I was like, wow, I totally forgot about this song, and oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So, yay, Freddie Johnston. And Nick, you spun on Record Store Day, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Do you want to tell us what jams you threw down?
I have a kind of an extensive collection of 80s pop and new wave 45s. So
you were doing 7 inches.
I did 7 inches for about an hour and a half, and you got Kenny Loggins, Danger Zone, into Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I mean, I'm just kind of going through the songs that we all grew up on the radio with and having a good time with it, and kind of making some of the more discerning Record Store Day shoppers a little miserable, I could tell. But that was kind of the fun part.
Where's this lightning bolt 7-inch?
Yeah,
why
exactly.
am I listening to Kenny Loggins?
Exactly. There was a little bit of that going on. That
you
was
can't knock
excellent.
the Danger Zone.
Not
Who
at
are
all.
these people?
That's exactly right.
Danger Zone's the best.
Oh my God! How were your segues?
They were perfect, actually.
Yeah?
I spent a long time. I curated a playlist on my computer first, just to make sure everything was gonna, kind of
go
tempo
nice.
Yeah, exactly. And then, I think I got some. A lot of the songs in the '80s had a nice, long, slow fade at the end.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a challenge when you really kind of have to sort of pick your point to crossfade.
Yeah, you want to respect the outro chorus.
Exactly right. Yeah,
and that vocal ad lib.
I also find doing a 7-inch slip cue is hard. Is harder than doing the whole record.
Yes.
It's just like that weird spinning it back in time.
Did you have any sneaky 33s in there that you didn't know were 33s, and then whoa?
I did that once. I totally did that like a year ago. Yeah. That was good times. Chipmunks.
Yeah, chipmunks.
No, it turned out it was Mission to Burma. No one knew. No one had any idea. You guys sound like, maybe I'm like making this segue of nothing, but this is like a weird weekend because Mad Max the remake came out.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Mad Men, it's like a mad weekend. Mad Men are ending.
Yeah.
The finale's tomorrow. Are you guys into either one of those things? You guys get to catch that
both,
stuff?
very much. We were just talking before we came in here, we got to see Mad Max. And then a bunch of the crew guys came in like, we just saw Mad Max, it's amazing.
They loved it?
They loved it.
Oh,
Thought it was
all
great.
right, good.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
I was like, because sometimes you're like, oh, remake, but Tom Hardy's great, and it just looks amazing.
Yeah, Tom Hardy's the best.
Yeah.
He's the best.
What about Mad Men? Are you guys into that?
Totally, but I am not caught up. So I know the series finale is tomorrow, and I haven't seen the last, maybe because I'm on the road and
Yeah,
Right, you
I'm
have to catch
I'm like
up.
4 or 5 episodes.
Well,
We're
it's
gonna
been
get
on a
back.
loop on AMC the whole show, so I've been basically drinking scotch and smoking cigarettes for like 2 weeks now.
I think that's mandatory. You have to do that when you're watching that show. Yeah.
You guys recently did a Reddit session, and this is going to be a nerdy question, and some of the questions were really great, like really cool. When you're doing that, is there like someone vetting the questions? Like what happens? Are you guys just in a room with a laptop?
They're just all, we're just in a room with a laptop. They're all coming in, and people will, if somebody's being too snarky, they'll shout them down and they'll end up down at the
But you guys see the questions
we're
coming
seeing,
up.
we're just picking them at random and kind of trying to choose. At least when I was doing my answers, I was trying to choose the least, like strokey kind of ones. Like, how did you make such an amazing song? It's like I'd be like, but it's gonna be like, what kind of tape do you use in your nipples when you run? It's like 3M Dynapore, my man.
No, that's
Best
what I was
tape.
saying. I was like, these are great. I always hate the like, tell me about the recording process. You're like, oh God, But
Yeah.
people were really, really fantastic on their Reddit session, and I was always wondering, like, how does that even happen? Like, what do you do?
I was a little bit reticent about it, honestly. I was like, oh man, this could go horribly wrong.
But you're typing your own answers, so how bad could it be, right? I mean,
Yeah. I was just like,
Thankfully, there were enough questions you could pick and choose. Yeah, that would have been the worst. There was one moment where like, what if we get 3 questions and then we have to answer those 3?
Yeah.
Thankfully, there was enough that we
Right.
could kind of go, that's a good one. Maybe that's one gets a little weird. We can ignore that.
Anything
one.
too pervy, they kicked out.
Yeah, I mean, or they got downvoted real far. If you started getting down to the bottom, you kind of got into some
because
people.
thankfully there are more people that want to ask legitimate questions
Right.
than people who are just like, what kind of underwear are you wearing? What kind of nipple tape do you use? Those questions.
What do you get against nipple tape, Ben? God.
I use it regularly.
He uses it regularly.
Use it
he
regularly.
Nothing against it.
I've got everything for it.
Well, I love that you guys are here. I know you just got here. So I want to give you some time to chill out and relax. You guys are on
Yeah,
at 8:10.
the energy here is insane. Like I was.
Do you want some drink tickets? I got some.
I
Let's go.
don't drink, but I think maybe tonight I should
Nick-
restart.
You
Nick's
should keep them.
eyeballing
I
me
think
right
you've
now.
been here longer than me, so you deserve all of those. You've earned them for sure.
You guys go on at 8:10 on the main stage. And again, Kintsugi is out. And July at the Hollywood Bowl. We'll see you guys
Yeah,
there
with
again.
Tune Yards and Michael Cronin. It's gonna be
Oh,
great.
yeah. Tune
Be
yards
great.
are great.
Yeah.
So thank you for hanging out for a few minutes and entertaining us backstage.
Of course, yeah. Thanks for having
KROQ's
us.
Weenie Roast Fiesta 2015.